So,
yeah, it's back.
It's back. I've got an embarrassing thing that I realised this week about films.
Yeah.
That, you know how we call them movies?
Okay.
It's because they're moving.
Yeah, moving pictures.
Yeah. I only realised that this week.
So the old ones were called the talkies.
Yeah.
Oh no, when they started talking, they were called the talkies.
Right, yeah. So there would have been movies before talkies.
Let's say yes.
Okay.
I don't think we're really qualified to give history lessons on the art of cinema.
Welcome to Pidget Good. Yeah, this is
daily dose of misinformation.
Prime bullshit. How you doing, Paul?
I'm very good. I've been watching lots of spooky movies. I actually watched the second of the newer Scream movies.
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah. So the Scream 6 is what I watched this week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's also super self-referential.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's the same problems.
All right.
Yeah, just constantly, just like we're a horror movie about like how funny slashers are, and we're going to consistently talk about how like the rules of when people get killed, and then that happens, and you're like, well, yeah.
It's just another scary movie. It sounds like something would get pitched here.
Yeah. I do still sort of secretly love it, a bit like Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh,
soft spot for them, but they're not great.
I watched Jurassic World, the latest one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
I don't like how the dinosaurs have got personalities. Like,
when we have dinosaurs, we want them just to wear dresses and be Victorian gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, great callback to episode 3 with Alison Dennison. No, I just don't get it. Like that when the fucking things team up against and they give each other like the look like, yeah, we're buddies, we're dino buddies, and I just don't buy it.
When Chris Pratt has a crack commando squad of raptors, you're like, it was a little far-fetched before.
yeah.
And we're saying this.
This is a
cliff.
5 thumbs down from me.
Nice.
What else have you been up to, Paul?
So the weather is still awful, but I was like, I'm going to go for a nice little walk.
Oh, right.
In the countryside.
Good.
Yeah, nice little jaunty walk. And I haven't seen one of these for a very long time. 200-300 years.
Okay.
A stagecoach.
Oh, a stagecoach.
Yeah. 2 little horses cropping by a stagecoach.
Oh, that's
nice. And it stopped, and classic comedian. I went, your money or your life. That still works.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they gave me £42.
Okay, £42.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a lot in those days as well.
I mean, it was literally all of their money.
£42.
And now I've got to get rid of it because it's like dirty money.
Yeah, you've got to launder that.
I'm cash hot.
Yeah, cash
it's
hot.
Hot cash.
Time rich. Cool. Oh, well, what do you want to do with it? Should we just do what we do every week and make a film?
Yeah, maybe we should drop the whole facade of like, what should we do with the money?
I don't know. For new listeners, it explains the concept. Professional podcast.
I'd like to make a movie.
Yeah, well. So I've brought someone in. I've invited someone in to make a.
You got someone in plan?
Yeah. Good guest this week. So he's a good friend of mine. He's a really, really funny comedian. He's on the London circuit. He's blind. He's winning competitions and all sorts of stuff all over the place. He's absolutely brilliant. Everyone, welcome to the studio, Westerfo.
Hello. How we doing?
Hello.
Not bad, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you watching any good films this or any time in your life?
God, yeah, man. I mean, that movies thing, by the way. Yeah, I found that out a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh, I don't like that.
No,
I really
I don't like
it.
Like, movies, like, oh, stop it. Films. I say films now.
Films, right. yeah. It makes you sound smarter as well. Doesn't it?
I feel more like French. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, films is like, it does something, but movies, like, that's like Marvel and that. Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a big difference.
It's got that kind of feel. But we can say movies. I'll allow it.
Yeah. Good. Oh, thanks.
Oh, thank God.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
I was trying to steer away from the subject.
But yeah, no, I watched a few good ones. I'm really like into like A24.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
I know. Yeah.
What's that? What's A24?
A24 is kind of like it's like a production company, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they make their mission is to like make films that are different. Than, that we're seeing. They've done, what have they done? They've done that Talk to Me that's out quite recently.
Yeah.
They've done, oh mate, I should have really thought about it, but they've got a lot of big ones like.
I really wish I could throw you a rubber dinghy,
Witch.
but I've got no idea. I can't. I've drawn a complete blank.
There's like good stonkers, like really good ones. There's like, what's it, Moonlight?
Moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That was a big breakout one, I think.
Didn't it win an Oscar?
With the blue black men.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the poster, they're not blue in the film.
Yeah. No.
I'm just imagining they don't all beat drums.
Controversially won the Oscar and they read out the wrong one.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Isn't that the year where they read out La La Land? And then it was actually Moonlight? Am I making that up?
No, I think you're right. Was that Denzel Washington? Or was that another black guy? Ooh, only I can.
There was just silence.
For those only listening.
I'm not going into that.
Wes is allowed to do this. Me and Jim are going to stay firmly quiet.
We'll be right back. But yeah, no, they're good. I, from A24, there's a recent one I watched. It's quite a long film, but it's called Beau is Afraid. With Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I have heard of this.
Oh, mate. Like, I like really weird ones.
Yeah.
And that one's a weird one. And it's a really like psychedelic one, but it's done like really well. If you can like stick it out, like.
Are you actually like a film guy then, Wes? So do you like really enjoy films?
I do.
Not movies, obviously.
I do. My palette was a lot like simpler before.
Your palette?
Yeah, my film palette was a lot simpler
wow.
before. But then like I met my now wife. And she's a film snob, mate. Like,
really?
Yeah. Mate, put it this way, yeah. You know, like when you watch a film and then after you like give it a rating, you're like, oh, what do you think? And then it's like my rating is always exactly one whole number above her number. Like, and I will say it to myself, and I'm like, what's yours? And it's always she's always like rates it lower. But because of that, I've noticed different things, so I'm kind of like, oh yeah, get more of appreciation for it, I guess, you know.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's good when you are the most qualified person in this entire studio to be talking about films.
Oh,
the fact that you watch a film
every week. That's the same. We invite people on who know way more about film than we do, and they're not even film people.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what your film snob wife thinks of the thing that because you've come in today to pitch us a movie for Paul's criminal £42. So you're gonna pitch a film. What sort of genre film are you planning on pitching today?
Well, you know what? I had a film in mind.
Nice.
And it was good start. And it's like a short film. It's like a cautionary tale. It's kind of like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh yeah, sick.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
I'm on board.
We could stretch it out. Do you know what I mean? But I think
it's fine.
£42. It's not, you know, like
it's nothing to sniff at. I mean, this is an old money as well.
It's an old money. Yeah,
it's old money. So this is kind of like a psychedelic thriller.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say it's like a what do you call it? Like a
is it like dystopian future?
Like a psychological thriller. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When's it set?
It's set. It could be set present day.
Okay.
It's got kind of Twilight Zone vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear like the?
Cool. So we've got what the genre is. We've got the when it's set is now. I've got some Twilight Zone sort of vibes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like Twilight. Like ooh. Zone.
Well, that's our show. Thanks.
Be right back.
Yeah. So we've got our Twilight. It's going to be a Twilighty psychedelic dystopian thriller. And tell us whereabouts is this set? Whereabouts is this movie set?
This is set in an English-speaking country. I would say let's go with the UK.
UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with the UK.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like repping.
Whereabouts in the UK?
We'll do London. London.
Yeah. Nice. Fair enough. There's nowhere else really.
Yeah.
It's underrepresented.
Yeah. What did you think I was going to say? It's the UK. Do you know what I mean? Like, what else is there?
Where else is there?
Yorkshire? I mean, come on.
As soon as you leave the UK, as soon as you leave the M25, it's just a big coal mine out there, isn't it?
Like, they pay you in the same amount that you got paid for the £42. Like, old money, like, cups of tea.
But we've just alienated everybody. So
thanks for listening to the first episode.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we're in London. This is the present day. This has got like a weird sort of psychedelic thrillery type thing about it. Let's talk about how this film opens.
Lovely. Okay, so film opens with the main character is a woman.
Nice.
which is I was like, okay, let me do that, and I'll get my wife off my case. We'll start with the woman, and no, she's like a young woman, and she doesn't have any talents or anything like that, but she wants to have loads of followers on Instagram.
Okay,
that's just her thing. She wants to have 1 million followers. She's like really into, Kylie Jenner, all them like people, influencers. She wants to be an influencer, but she doesn't have anything to offer. Right. She just wants that, right?
Yeah.
And then it's a tale as old as time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's how me and Jim started this.
One of the oldest cave drawings on the walls you see. Like, I just want a blue tick.
Just like a little ancient ring light.
Yeah.
That's how the film could start. A cave painting of someone, and then it zooms out to her face.
So we're going to do this, right? We're going to open up with a cave painting of some ancient influences. Okay. Yeah.
The one guy telling the others about fire.
Welcome back to my shadow channel.
Someone creates a fire and it's like, I want to make a festival.
Don't worry, we'll sort out the water in a minute. We'll sort out the water later.
Why are they Russian?
I say we're doing some really offensive caveman voices.
Yeah, we all know that the caves are all in Eastern Europe.
There are any cavemen listening.
Caucasus Mountains.
We are sorry. Right, okay. So we're going to open on some ancient cave drawings in Eastern Europe.
What is our main character's name and who plays it?
Who's?
So we'll go with like Rebecca, and played by. It could be like a Jennifer Lawrence. It could be like someone more. I'm hoping for someone more obscure. I don't want someone like blockbuster.
Yeah.
But for that reason, I won't be able to name them. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll be, like people that are kind of like, in Black Mirror where you've got someone who is like, oh, that's a really good actor. Then they're big later on.
Right. So you kind of want like a Jennifer Lawrence off Wish. Yeah, that kind of sounds like you're after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, J-Lo Wish.
Or, yeah. Yeah.
It's down. It's written up.
So someone who's easy on the eye, but also someone who you could like easily hate as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Right. Okay.
You need to be like, oh, if she's going through some rough times, you're kind of like,
all right, really. So we're not going to feel real empathy with this. We're not going to connect with this person.
I mean, you'd want to connect on some level, but you'd want to understand like why she's getting into the situation she is. Like,
okay,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. That is very Black Mirror-y as well, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like. We'll figure it out.
No,
we'll do it in the edit.
Do my best, guys. Do my best.
Okay, right. So we've got Rebecca, who's played by J-Law of Wish, and she's an influencer. We know that she's like, well, she wants to be an influencer. She wants to be a big influencer. She's been inspired by the ancient cave paintings. And what's the sort? How do we get introduced to her? What's she up to?
She's online. She's doing her thing. She's doing the vapid stuff.
What's that?
Vapid stuff like I'm walking in the park and like this is just I expect you to be watching me.
Oh, okay, right.
Because I'm walking in the park and it's just
she's kicking off on a plane. Yeah,
she's doing ticking all the boxes.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Okay.
She's doing all that kind of stuff. You see her interactions with her family, the fact that she really doesn't care about people on a human level.
Yes.
She only cares about this, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's just building up. You're just gonna get that kind of character development, I guess, or introduction, and then she goes to sleep. She wakes up.
Oh, thank God.
Is this real time? Is there like a
short film?
She goes 7 hour period.
See, I built the tension with that pause. Like, she goes to sleep. Oh God! See, now you know why she's a bad person. She goes to sleep. Should I wake up?
She sleeps.
What a bitch!
Well, it did pass the Bechdel test. So she does wake up, and then she wakes up to all these notifications on her phone. She's ring, ring, ring.
Oh, that was very good.
My God. She looks at her follow account. 1 million followers.
Boom.
Exactly 1 million followers.
Exactly 1 million.
Yeah. I mean, with
It's a
Instagram, it
statistical
kind of
anomaly.
does round it down. When you get up that high, doesn't it?
There's bots.
Yeah, let's say that it's exactly. Yeah,
There's bots.
comment cool pic.
yeah. Post London.
Yeah. Post. Yeah, oh, mate,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't pay for it, but get what you pay for.
It's the only way to make it.
Yeah. So yeah, she's got these million followers. She's absolutely like ecstatic. It's surreal. She's all of her. She makes a post. She's getting all of these responses. Everything's great.
Cool.
It's all kicked off.
Until it ain't, mate. So
Here we go.
see, I did a little pause again. Like
You did, yeah.
I love how I'm acknowledging every pause. Anyway, so she starts getting, you're gonna get hate. When you're a million followers, you're not gonna get all love. You're gonna get a bit of hate from time to time. She brushes it off. There's bits that's like criticizing what she's doing here and there. And then it kind of gets a little bit worse. There's a moment there where someone's like, oh, I wonder what her skin feels like, or like,
whoa,
like it gets a bit like, oh, okay, this is taking a bit of a.
All right, so it's a bit sort of pervy.
It's getting a bit pervy, like psycho-y.
Yeah.
And these are like, it's all different people. It's like, it's just
right.
coming. It's not like you're not getting stalked by one person or anything. It's just this is what you get with the territory, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That she wasn't expecting. And then it just gets considerably worse, and the
worse than that.
Oh yeah,
I wonder what her skin tastes like.
Go through the senses.
We're in for
I've been on the internet.
I wonder what her skin looks like.
Oh no!
Oh, surely not.
Yeah.
This is terrible ASMR.
I wonder what her skin looks like.
Is that supposed to send people to sleep? People will be wide awake. Going to sleep.
Yeah, that bit's definitely for my dad. My dad. Yo,
Let's pause the podcast and unpack that.
let me tell you something about my dad. Yeah. Dad, if you're listening, wagwan. Listen, if my dad will be wide awake.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, we'll put on a film. He'll choose the film. Like, we'll all be okay with his choice. He'll we'll start opening credits. My dad's like, you see it as like, the bits before the film starts, where you got all the graphics and that. You see him starting to go, and then it's like opening credits. It's like the scene is being set. He's like, mate, let's just turn this off.
You know what? That was a really lovely and wholesome story, because I was worried you were going to tell me that your dad likes to comment, I want to smell your skin to Instagram.
Oh yeah, that was where I was going with that.
He does that too, yeah.
He does do that
Every
as well.
film.
Yeah, shout out Dad.
We can't watch Pixar anymore. It's awful.
So there's there's comments, and they're creepy, and they're we're a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we? Well, obviously, it's mysterious, right?
Yeah, it's just getting worse, and the proportion is getting bigger and bigger over time. So they're getting more negative comments. It's like not just like creepy stuff. It's like criticizing stuff. I don't like this about her. She should, you know what I'm saying? All of that, and it's just building up, and eventually, all of the comments she gets is like the same comment, but like from all her million followers.
Whoa!
So,
here we go.
So she's getting like,
what's the comment?
Mate, it's multiple. So it's kind of like almost like a hive mind of like comments. So maybe she goes on live stream and then she just gets a bunch of like, and it's just all the, and then it's just like, you should do this, you should do that. Da, 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 da. It's all negative.
Oh wow, mate.
And it's just like, no, she has to just like lock it off, right?
Yeah.
Delete her account.
Hang on a second. I want to kind of back this out a little bit. So, Paul, you are our influencer. We've never done this before. And give us some comments, Paul. I want full influencer behaviour.
So you want me to be the influencer?
Yeah.
Hi, fam. Oh, this is awful. I'm here another live stream. I don't know why I've got to sound like that. That's so offensive, isn't it?
Keep
It's
going.
supposed to be English.
Keep going.
And I just went straight offensive. I can't. Anyway, that's
Wes, feel free to jump in any time with
That
these
is-
hateful comments.
I mean, I was really going for a feminist type film, but you're really taking it into a left field position I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That is awful.
Did you say fam as well?
I did say fan, which I have absolutely no right to say.
Hey, you have the right. Don't worry. Hey, don't hold yourself down with that. The other stuff, no. But yeah,
Yeah, you don't know me. I've got absolutely no right.
fair play.
Cool.
Oh,
That
look,
was a disaster.
look at her lips.
I enjoyed it.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Oh, my lips. No, I can't do it. I can't keep doing the voice. Just do the comments. I've got on mute.
All right, you go, Jim.
Me? What, am I the influencer?
Wait, am I doing only the negative stuff?
Yeah.
You know what a negative comment is.
I
What, you-
run this show.
Oh, mate, you're trying to save your career. My career's already down the drain. What's going on?
We are in danger of three men in a room just coming up with horrible things to say to each other.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
be careful.
This is a tough zone.
Yeah, maybe this is some quicksand we best not walk into.
Hey, Wes, say some horrible things.
While we're recording, could you say horrible things about women, please? It's all right. We will release this. We're not going to use it out of context at all.
No.
Yeah, the TikTok clips won't refer.
Just a montage
Just a montage of absolutely horrible things.
over the top of our other guests.
Okay, so I think we've got a feel of the sort of content that is being produced
Yeah, man.
for these people. And so what happens next?
So she locks off her. She deactivates her account. She's just like, it's not worth it. I'm going off the grid.
Yeah, smart.
She decides to take a walk. Goes out in the park. Just like, let's take a walk. Starts noticing that people are noticing her in real life, and she's like, "Oh wait, are those the people that are following me? Are those my followers? Like, wait, like
Following her in real life.
following? You know what I'm saying? Like following in real life." But she's not sure because it's just like it could be in her head.
Yeah.
It could just be whatever. So we're not sure. She's not sure. But the signs get a bit more obvious as time goes by, and then at one point she notices someone that she recognizes from online, and she at this point she's kind of so frantic that she's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna confront him.
Yeah.
Goes up to him and like trying to get out of the way of other people and stuff like that, and then gets him. He's like, "What do you want from me?" So I'm doing your voice.
It was already 1,000 times better. It's fine.
So a bit of continuity.
Marge Simpson.
He turns around like, "Oh!"
I've written Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson. That could actually be a better character choice. To be fair, like,
Yeah. It's about time she
off Wish.
Yeah. Marge Simpson off
Off
Wish.
So yeah, it turns him around. It's not the guy. You know, the classic trope.
yeah.
It's not the guy. He's like, I don't even know you. Like, what are you doing? And then so she's like, oh no, this is just in my head. I'm gonna have to deal with this mental stuff. I've been mentally scarred.
Yeah.
You know. And then she keeps seeing people to the point where it's like, I'm gonna have to just end this.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What?
Yeah, it gets there. Obviously, this is a short film.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's fine,
I'm
yeah.
skipping all of that tension, which I
Yeah.
probably should have kept in, but for the,
that's fine.
engagement, but implied engagement. So it gets to that level where she's like, you know what, I'm never going to be able to escape this. I'm going to have to just find solace in non-existence. So
Oh, wow.
What a beautiful way of saying it.
fam,
Is that her last post? Can't take
see
it.
y'all, fam. Hashtag I'm from London.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, mate. So she goes up to the top of a very high building. She's looking down.
Oh, no.
She's looking down and seeing all the people of the city. You know,
Yeah.
maybe there's 1 million people down there.
Oh no.
Maybe 1 million people.
Maybe 1 million people.
Yeah.
How do you quantify that in visual terms? That's about 1 million people. Like
Yeah.
for me, that could be 100,000 people. It could be
It could just be a
2
big crowd
billion people.
with someone holding up a sign that says "We are a million people."
We are the 1 million.
Yeah,
Fam. We're a 1 million family. So yeah, she's looking down. They just look like ants, you know. Like this is kind of like a peaceful moment where she's like, they don't know I'm here. No one knows I'm here.
Yeah.
For once, I can get this kind of peace. And she's like, yeah, this is what I need to do. And then she's going back and forth with it, and and then she takes the leap. She jumps down, and then in the air, you can see in her face that there's this relief that it's like, I'm finally free from this hell. You know?
Wow.
And she hits the ground, but she doesn't actually hit the ground. As she's falling, all these people gather around, catch her,
Wow.
put her on the ground, and then just go back to their normal day. Like, right?
What?
So it's like, and then she's like, wait, what's just happened? And then she looks around to see what's happened. Everyone's just in their normal day, and then in the distance she sees that guy that she recognized.
Homer.
She's Homer. How can you miss him, by the way? Like, he's got jaundice.
Yeah, he's not well.
He's not got long.
2 hairs, thick hairs. Sometimes 1 hair. That's a harrowing figure. Like, you know saw him in real life.
I thought about that a lot. You know that the hair is really thick on Homer's head. It's like big wire.
Yeah, it's like, and it's also it comes in there and it goes back in there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It's like, dude.
Yeah,
like, you should get that scene too, bro.
Pick him up like a handbag.
Yeah, you got problems with problems with your liver, and you got 3 wires coming
Do you know
out.
what I mean? Like, lay off the donuts at least, dude. Like, maybe that's the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's probably the beer, isn't it?
Their kids are bald with funny shaped heads.
Yeah.
Sharp skulls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
it's a weird show.
This is not good comedy in 1998 that we're doing now. Like, oh, is it hair or is it their heads?
Oh, so welcome to Simpsons podcast number 504.
Topic: the first memes ever.
Simps it good.
Okay, right. So right now, so she's jumped. She's fallen, and the million have caught her and then put her back as if it never happened. But there is the one guy in the distance who was this the guy she bumped into in the park?
Yeah, but then it was like, oh, that wasn't him, you know.
All right.
And then
is it him this time?
It's him. You see his face again. He's like that's the guy that she thought it was.
All right. Okay.
Because in that scene, the mistaken scene, it's like you see the guy clearly. And it's like, you know that it's the guy that, and it will do like a little flashbacks, like that's the guy. Then there's a few people in the way to obscure it, right? And then it might have been like a switcheroo or something like that. But
who plays this guy? Just
Yeah. Who
visualise
plays?
him.
Yeah. So I want to know who
that's a good
plays the
point.
guy and who plays the guy who we thought it was, because I want to see how
That
similar
should-
they actually were.
That could just
what's
be an
the
extra
name of the actor of the guy that plays Homer Simpson? Is it
Dan Costello.
Is it? Yeah. We'll get.
Of course, you know that.
That guy can do a
That's
hell of a
skipping a
lisp, can't he?
Yeah.
He was in Night in the Museum too. No, wasn't that the same guy, or is that another guy?
I don't know. That's
No,
a film. I know The
Ben
Simpsons.
Stiller. Sorry.
That's where your knowledge runs out. It's like- he's-
Simpsons, I know.
Simpsons
Films,
credits.
no.
Yeah. Fair play.
Cool, Dan Costello, I like it.
Yeah. If it's the guy that I'm thinking of, yeah, like a kind of like a benign, middle-aged Italian, like American looking guy, dark hair.
Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz.
No, not Joey. No, I mean,
Joey Diaz.
we're not going Joey.
We'll do Joey Diaz on the earlier bits where he's like, you should know.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do, cocksucker? Look at her neck. She ain't even blended. She ain't even blended her highlights. Look at her. Look at it.
That is exactly how I'd imagine Joey Diaz would approach social media.
Well, yeah.
Cool. So we've got Dan Castanella playing.
She's
playing
seen him in
playing
the street after surviving a multi-story fall.
Who's the lookalike? Who's the person she mistakes him played by?
Ooh.
Or do all bald people just look
Angelina Jolie.
alike? Yeah. Angelina Jolie?
Turns around and it's like...
Now this is a pitch it good film.
looks nothing like Dagstella.
It's like got the makeup on and that, like turns around, it's like
Full hair.
wait, was that an Angelina lip? Did you get that on camera?
It's
that was
there.
an Angelina lip.
It's not. I didn't do it.
Run it back.
Cut the tape.
Yeah, you saw it.
I saw it. It was there. We don't cut a thing.
Yeah, oh mate. Yeah, I should have thought about the lookalike.
No, it's okay. Angelina Jolie. Fine. This is a pitch it good film. Yeah.
That would actually be kind of like chic.
We'll put her in makeup.
Yeah, we'll put her in makeup. And it's like Angelina Jolie turns around and is like, oh, that's really not the guy.
Yep.
So in that final scene, you see him from a distance, and then it's something like obscures him again, like a car or something like that, and he's gone. And then it's just left like that. Basically, we're left with the knowledge that she is always going to be tormented by these. It's basically kind of like a modern curse film.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Can't escape it.
She's always going to be tormented, always going to be kind of like egged on, but then she also can't escape from it in any way, shape, or fashion. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is.
I like a nice little happy ending.
Yeah. It's
Nice little,
yeah.
nice little feel-good film.
Yeah, it's very
for the
light.
family, for the fam.
Yeah.
Careful what you Jennifer Lawrence from wish for.
We should just
Easy.
end this. Do you know what? This episode is a modern curse.
Oh no, it's my turn now. Fuck. I ain't got nothing.
Cool. Right. So we've got this. This is so our wish Jennifer Lawrence is saved, and now she's just kind of tormented by this almost spectre-ish, guy who is doing, has become this part of her life, and what happens next.
Mate, you get credits, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that it?
To be continued, mate.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a short film. It's a short film. I mean, we can brainstorm an extension if you like.
Yeah,
we're nice little director's extension.
We're gonna have to. We've got about half hour left. Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff. Yeah, let's talk about brainstorm. So this is kind of like this. Is this the first in like a trilogy or a duology?
Yeah,
Duology.
Duology.
I was going to go biology, but yeah, that's a different thing. Skin.
The next could explore the biology of this, or not.
Biology's involved, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do it because I was thinking of it as like a short film. It could be like a part 2 or like a cult film, but we could also do it where this is the first part. It's kind of 3/4 of a hero's journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we could just like tap on the other bit where she actually overcomes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Cool. Are we talking? There could be. This sounds like a prequel type thing as well. There could be like, how did she become the social influencer? How what's the backstory there? Although. Boredom is not really a film.
I think we already said that she wanted fame and money and didn't really want to work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's
She
the
didn't
first
wanna
one.
work for it.
And she did get it.
She got it, didn't work for it, and that's what happens when we get massive things. You don't work for it.
Yeah.
Energy can't be destroyed or created. Do you know what I mean? So it's an abomination.
There's some real
It's an
messages.
abomination.
There's real messages in this film, isn't there? There's some.
I really like to please my wife.
Whoa.
Let me tell you something about how you please your wife. Listen here, lads.
We always come up with a better idea for another podcast while we're recording this podcast.
Let's stop talking about films.
It's like men's health.
Yeah. Well, no, there's actually there's general health, mental health in general is a theme here, isn't it? That that this thing can cause real issues.
Absolutely, yeah. Mental health is definitely a big part of it.
Keeping it nice and light, obviously.
Yeah. I thought, why not? I mean, I listened to a couple of the episodes and I was like, yeah, this is what this series needs. A nice little downer.
I quite like it, actually. I quite like the ending of just...
Yeah.
Like, it's not all wrapped up. She's like, no, you just go away and like, that is her life now.
Yeah.
Like, That is very Black Mirror-esque.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah, yeah.
particularly end always happy
It's
or
a
fully
tragedy,
resolved.
you know. It's not like a hero, but also I'm trying to influence the youth. So also like the youth will realize like, oh, if you want fame, money, fortune, the blue tick, you have to work for it. Do you know what I mean?
You can buy the blue tick for 11 quid a month now.
That's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
That's
yeah,
the-
yeah,
that's the
see what
issue.
you mean, yeah.
Well, where'd you get that £11, Jim?
Oh,
Where'd you get it?
Donations.
Stagecoach. That's old money though. But yeah, you're gonna have to work for it, mate. You have to-
So fame doesn't come free.
yeah, and if it does,
Fam doesn't
you
come
don't
free.
want it. You know,
Fam doesn't come for free.
sounds like a Fast and Furious reference.
Yeah.
Fam doesn't come for free.
Oh,
That would be great if you did an edit of Fast and Furious, but every time he said family, you just changed it to fam.
Change it to
fam. Yo, someone needs to do that. Yeah, get on that, guys. Get on that.
Anyone with a lot of free time.
Yeah. Well, mate, there's so many people with free time.
We haven't got a title for this yet.
No, we don't have a title for this. What's the name of the film?
1 million followers.
1 million. Nice.
Fam.
Colon fam.
Colon. Semicolon.
Colon, sorry.
Because of the mental health.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Come on now. Come on now.
1 million followers, fam.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to repeat back this film. I think we're going to unpack it as we go along here a little bit.
Yeah, we might have to throw in some more scenes.
I do have an alternate film, by the way, that I thought of on the way here. But it's very loose. If you want like a little alternate thing, I don't know if it's gonna mess up the structure of the thing, but
This is.
we'll go through this first. We'll go through this first.
We'll go through this first.
So lovely that you think there's a structure to this. That's very kind of you to say.
You don't know my life. Like, this is structure.
All we do is we turn up, Jim writes it down and then reads it back. That is literally the format.
Yeah, and we just try to derail this as much as possible.
Right.
Where's the foe? Your film that you've come to pitch for us today, right? So this is a short film, psychedelic dystopian thriller. Nice and light. It's kind of got a Twilight Zone vibe to it. You know, it's a bit creepy. Something's not right with the world, right? It's a bit sort of Matrixy. Right? Yeah. Okay, so and this is set in London. In the UK, for those of you who didn't know.
London, Alabama.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it could be London, Alabama.
Canada.
London, Ontario.
Yeah, we go.
I think that's a real one.
It's a real one, yeah.
The main one, surely, no?
No, our one's the main one.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah. It's pretty.
It's the first
I
London.
don't know if it's bigger, but it's more important, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The people within it is more important.
Yeah,
I'd say.
the London
To
Ontario.
me.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, well, we live here.
Colon to me.
Okay, so and we're following the life of a woman named Rebecca.
Wow.
You're right.
I don't know if that was
I wrote-
racist or sexist, but I'm like,
Because I wrote Jennifer Lawrence. That's
yeah,
right.
I see it. I see the mistake.
Rebecca. Rebecca is she's someone who is striving to be an influencer. She wants to be on social media. She wants to be big and famous and rich and all that type of stuff. And then one day she goes to sleep.
Wow. Wakes up, Bill Cosby's there. No,
You want your followers, don't you?
Okay, no, just don't know. Before we go any further, that absolutely has to be in. We have not come up with any way of how she got these. I want a menacing spirit
I'm
of
not
Bill
gonna lie.
Cosby.
That could be the guy she recognizes as well. It's like, what are you doing? Pudding bop.
So we've got Dan Castellaneta playing Bill Cosby, who looks like Marge Simpson.
And then we got Angelina Jolie, who's
there too.
Looks like a Bill Cosby lookalike.
The makeup budget's going to be pretty significant for this film.
Mate, the backlash is going to be amazing.
The ghost of social media success.
Just because you got black kids don't mean you can do blackface. You got black lips don't mean you can do blackface.
I'm not allowed to write that down.
No, don't write that down.
No, right. So here we go. Okay, right.
Leave
so,
it in.
Well, we don't cut. We don't cut.
Don't read it back.
Oh, you don't go. You don't go.
Okay, so she goes to sleep with the menacing spirit of Bill Cosby. around her, and she notices when she wakes up, she checks her phone, and she's got exactly 1 million followers, maybe a few bots, give or there.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Just a few bots.
Just a couple of spirit bots.
Yeah. And then as you know, and she's happy at this point, right? She's ecstatic because she's got 1 million followers, but we sort of find out that this might not be the thing that she thought it would be, and she starts to get some really creepy comments. Her life becomes pretty miserable.
We'll do a little side note as well.
Yeah.
This obviously she was kind of vapid in her energy before with people because of her goal.
Right.
But now that she's obtained the goal of 1 million followers, I would like to see her energy change toward people in terms of her status now.
Yeah.
Affecting the way that she goes Starbucks and she's like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, suddenly entitled.
Still got that accent.
So she's got that she becomes like a bit entitled. Okay.
I want my cappuccino. Where's my cappuccino? I've been waiting for 15 minutes.
This was worth just the whole episode.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying it.
It's Rebecca, not Jennifer.
I mean, we could. Marge Simpson should be completely animated in like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Nice little, like,
Loving that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole film could be animated.
It could be, but I do like the idea of just Marge Simpson existing in the world. Not like the Simpsons episode where Homer was 3D and walked around, and it was a bit weird.
What I'm realizing, what we've done is
a wild one.
we've actually just written a Treehouse of Horror episode, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what.
It's a short film. It's got Simpsons in it.
Yeah, this started off, as a dystopian movie highlighting the effects of mental health and social media, and we ended up with the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
At one point, she gets a comment, and then like the comment is so harrowing that Rebecca does that Simpsons scream where the tongue goes like that.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like no House of Horror is complete without that scream.
That's I don't. This is it. This is a pitch it good movie.
Yeah, here we go. Now
we're cooking. Okay, so at this point, she's she's in pretty distressed. She's not in a good place, and decides that it's time to go. And she jumps off of a building, but is saved by 1 million followers.
Yeah.
They pick her up and they put her down. And at this point,
Do they?
oh,
Sorry. Do they all catch her with their hands, or do they like form a huge like blanket and catch her in that?
Oh, we could go in a couple different directions with this.
Ooh.
We could do
Mostly
the
down
classic
towards the ground.
Yeah, mainly, towards the center of the earth is the main direction. Not accounting for drift and air and all that, but
terminal velocity,
slightly to the left and to the right. But
We started with biology. Now we're doing physics.
now we're doing physics.
I
And
see.
velocity, guys. Ever heard of it? So we could do where it's the classic kind of like and everyone's together, so like the pressure is diffused. But and then we could also do a kind of like Bollywood type thing. Have you seen like some of these Bollywood scenes
Yes.
where like
It's like
you've
dream
got like
sequence almost. Yeah.
hive people like just like doing like geometry type movements.
geometry.
Yeah, it could be a kind of like a turn in with the shoulder. and
Right.
then- I don't know. I don't know if it would suit the style of the film. I don't think it would. I think more a classic like.
What happens if all the people came together like a big pile of like ants to catch her from a height and then turn into like a human slide?
Yo, if we do that, we're gonna have to make like I don't know. I'm just imagining it where the people climbing up other people, they are kind of acting like ants as well. Like they've kind of got like
spooky little robot.
They're bots. They're bots. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
They're not like-
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
So they're kind of like tapped in. They're like
Yeah,
agents or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like in the Matrix where they were like piled together.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So they've all got kind of weird jerky movements, eating grass, eating sandwiches. from people's picnics.
Yogi Bear's there. We're doing cartoons.
Yeah. Yogi Bear is now in the film. He's got ants around his picnic basket, which is just big. They catch that in a giant picnic basket.
Hey, that's the one.
Yeah,
there we go.
We got it, people. We got it.
We've got it right. Okay, so our wish Jennifer Lawrence is been saved by a soft picnic basket, which is which is stolen from Yogi Bear, being elevated by a load of ant-like bots. Yeah, there.
There's a guy like I don't know why I'm thinking of like New York things in my head, but it's definitely London. So I was thinking there's a guy with a hot dog stand, and he's like, "Hey man," like someone stole his hot. Hey, get around! And then it's like, then you realize, and then he's gone into like the bot thing, stuff like that, where you see they're normal people, and then
you can have like an old Victorian boy selling newspapers. That's what people think.
This could be at This could be at Centre Point. There's a little hot dog vendor next to Tottenham Court Road Station.
Yeah.
I've been tempted a couple of times after a couple of drinks. You think I am not eating that.
Definitely resisted the temptation. Yeah.
It's a good decision.
Yeah. A young boy comes out of the chimney.
Yeah, nice.
You know, and we don't know if he's just working on the chimney or if he's black. But it doesn't matter because it plots, you know. We just scoot past. That's what an Easter egg for the real film fanatics.
In the DVD menu, there's just one thing, and it's just a director's cut.
It was actually both. For all you Angelina Jolie lippers out there. But yeah,
and she's saved in whatever way. There's chimney sweets popping out.
Yeah,
it's all crazy. And then
I think the basket's a good touch.
Yeah, I think the basket's good. Yeah,
but the basket has to disappear though in some way, because it has to be just back to normal, just like that.
All right, so
no basket.
Well, Yogi Bear could run and get it back because he has not finished his picnic.
Yeah.
Hey, boo-boo.
Oh God, it was descended.
Oh mate.
Right.
No, I like it. Yeah, I can picture them all like coming together, and then she lands and go, like, that is insane. But then they all just spread without even almost acknowledging her, just back to their day.
Yeah,
a bit like things like in the Truman Show, you know, where everyone is kind of in it, and then they just try and go back to their part.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've been thinking this is Truman-esque the whole way through it. Yeah,
it's kind of got Truman anxiety vibes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, am I being watched? What's the whole? What am I the spectacle? You know, being the anxiety of being the spectacle, without consent. You know.
Yeah. Also, I like the idea as well. The Truman Show and social media being like the modern Truman Show. That's it's deep.
That's our TV screens now, isn't it? That's our TV screens.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, mate.
That sounds fun. So
it's actually quite deep.
Yeah. We've actually got some.
I know it's got Homer Simpson and Yogi Bear in it, but it's actually quite deep.
And a 2.5D Marge Simpson.
2.5D Marge Simpson. Right, so then our character is then, you know, she looks out on the world. It's all gone back to normal except for there's this one haunting Homer Simpson.
Yeah, and the look in his face, he knows. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not one of them. Before it was kind of like a unsuspecting, like, oh, I've caught you are the guy. Now it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, imagine, you know the meme of Homer Simpson going back into the hedge?
Enough with the Simpsons.
Yeah. So he just disappears.
Yeah.
In a sea of people.
Yeah.
And then the film ends, and we've got credits.
Yeah.
Do you have a theme tune in the film, not a theme, like a song in the credits?
Yeah, the Simpsons theme tune.
You know where it's like they're quiet at the end.
Yeah.
It's just
a horror version of the Simpsons theme tune.
Yeah, again, Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is a good Treehouse of Horror episode. I like it. It's like Charlie Brooker has done a guest I guess direction of a
I
tree.
think you're giving us way too much credit there. This is like a Charlie Brooker.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me say that. Let me say that. No, no.
It's not as if he's going to hear this.
I don't think we'll be in trouble.
Charlie Brooker's like, no, I need to contact them. They give them way too much credit.
A cease and desist letter just comes through.
With no concern.
Just desist. Just stop. Just stop this. Cool. So, yeah, and I think it does set up for, you know, a cult. It does set up for a cult series of films. I like the idea of, I don't know.
Would future sequels be around Rebecca or potentially other people going through similar things, and then like the ghost of Bing Crosby? Bill
No,
Cosby.
no. This is the ghost of Bing Crosby, famously, you know, perverted guy.
I don't think Bill Cosby's any better.
Happy Black History Month, everybody. Happy Black History Month. With the pudding pop.
And we're learning. We've had Black History, we've had geometry, we've
Biology,
had
physics.
Biology, physics, the whole shebang.
Hell yeah. I think definitely other people. Like if it's
Yeah.
another film, another person. Like for example, it's it covers race. For example,
Yeah.
you know, it's got a black girl or a guy.
Yeah.
You know, or non-binary. I mean,
Yeah.
who
cares?
Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
You know, and then they're kind of doing it kind of explores this kind of racial aspect of like using race to get status or this whole thing, and kind of like, should you be doing that, and is that your whole identity? And you know, all of the like maybe we can do it about the non-binary, maybe we can do it will be a risky one, but, you know, maybe if we fall back on race, it's kind of like an older thing. We're kind of used to race at the moment.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
It's kind of less complex at the moment until we figure it out. Like, let's leave the other identities out of the way. But definitely have another Bill Cosby cameo in there, I'd say.
Yeah, he'll be the running theme throughout the saga.
Yeah, he needs to be a little Bill Cosby Easter egg in there.
He's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi of this awful.
No, he's like Yoda, isn't he? Like, cause isn't it Yoda, like he wakes up in the forest and then Yoda's like, oh, it's like that's the Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
He's the wise old wizard that gives you the knowledge that you need to pass the test in the future.
He ruins
Do you know
people's
what I
lives.
mean? He really does.
I will have to insinuate we cannot make him out to be a good force.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there may have been some bits in Star Wars cut out. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like Yoda. He's done a few. He ain't been all good.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Phantom Menace by the sounds of it.
Very nice. Stop it.
Oh well. So this is there's a lot of themes in here, a lot of Simpsons. Are we gonna make this film?
Yeah.
I think we should. I think it's got some real messages in there. You know, we're talking about some really hard-hitting subjects that I think we've not touched on before, and I think we should. I think we should make the film.
Lovely jubbly.
Yeah.
Cool, right. So
I think we'll have money left over.
Yeah. So well done, Wes. £42.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. And where can we find you on like social media? Where what are you doing? What are you up to?
I've basically just posted about my marriage on my Instagram at Wes Defoe, WESDEFOE, and now I'm able to post about other things because it didn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? So I've got some skits on the way.
Nice.
I've got some stand-up clips and stuff like that. You can see me stand up. You can see my dates on my Instagram. That's where I'm most active. And then I've got a TikTok. Trying to get up to 1 million followers. If you can, I've posted on there for a while, but I'm just hoping it comes out of the sky.
I've been looking out for big buildings.
Do you know what I mean? I'm saying, seeing if something falls out of the sky for me. So that's Wes Defoe Comedy. That's basically it. And then just catch my dates. I'll be about.
Cool. I want to give a little shout out as well because you run a stand-up comedy night called Fair Play Fridays, which is a super supportive a night for comedians as well, where a chance where people can, if you honestly, some of these people live at the Apollo, some of these acts are going to be in the audience of Live at the Apollo, and you should, it's a really good. It's if you want to see comedians like perfecting their craft and telling new jokes, go see Fair Play Fridays. Where's organised. It's a really good night.
Absolutely, and also I will say this as well. I will be bringing back To Kill the Messenger, which is my dark comedy night. So it's dark, edgy comedy. It was going monthly. I'm going to be doing it quarterly, but this is just for people who's watching it watching or listening to this in the future. Yeah, it's going to be about. So check my Instagram for that as well.
Fantastic.
To Kill the Messenger. Yeah.
Amazing.
Cool.
And Fair Play Fridays every Friday.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Wes, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
There's a lot to unpack there. We've never had a deep episode.
No.
I mean, we ruined any message that was supposed to come through.
Before we go, make sure to like,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
write reviews. I don't know, the old bollocks.
If I wake up to 1 million followers, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy.
I'm not. I'm going to run. There's no way.
Brilliant. Thank you. We'll speak to you next week. Well, yeah, we'll make a show and you can listen to it next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, fam.